Comes the star of the show. Do you think Kyle can handle the gyroiding action of this thing?
I can't handle it. I just come immediately.
I tried to hold it.
What?
Huh?
Nothing.
You missed? Yeah, you'll have to wait for the video
Got
now.
my blinders on. Look at these things.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Look at how gold they are.
Anodized gold. Because why? Because we could.
Because we can.
It looks so good. These Hotchkiss bars, because Hotchkiss is the best.
Those are beef.
Are you going to put Diff bushings in your Diff bushings?
No, I'm just trying to outline what comes in the kit.
Oh, yeah.
Some people order just Diff bushings.
Yeah, that's true.
Duh, Mike.
We're like the only people who actually make Ford 8.8 like Explorer aluminum bushings, like in the world.
Yeah.
If you go on eBay or anything, Google it, you really can't find them.
I don't know what. Well, I guess we're the only idiots that want to use this Diff. No, actually, a lot of idiots use this
Yeah, that's
Diff.
one of the most popular ones ever.
It is.
These things look good.
Some fresh GForces.
Yeah. Got the new brackets in.
I know. I hid mine because mine are all crusty, so the people can see the good
You've
ones.
been on the car for 3 years, 4 years.
They actually look perfectly fine. I guess that's actually a testament to the anodizing. Well, this is the zinc coating. Mine do look good. They're just a little dirty, so I was like, well, I'll get some fresh ones for the video.
Chris,
But
in this car? Never.
no, it's you don't even want to see up under there. Actually, it's pretty gross.
These are nice. I love like Hotchkiss stuff.
I know. I've never had. So since Mike's talking about that, I pulled out the OEM bar, which is not OEM. It's like weird levels of upgrading. It's an M3 convertible bar. So the M3 is thicker than the non-M, and the convertible bar is thicker than the M3 bar. So it's like, how can I upgrade my car but keep it OEM?
And for the record, he's doing this because the car hops like a mofo in the middle of the corner.
Yeah.
Like Chris sends her in the corner and then it's got the more side bite than like the great white shark.
Wow.
Yeah, because I think it's got a big bite.
It's a great white shark.
Yeah,
so I mean, hopefully now that it'll be a little bit stiffer, and I can tune it. It's actually got multiple holes.
I love a Hotchkiss, so the first hole is like 100% stiffer than OEM.
I think it literally is,
Yeah,
like barely, and then it's like 125 and 150.
Yeah.
And like you could still drill more holes in that beef. The thing is like, it's beefcake.
Yeah, you can put a hole down there in the middle a little bit.
And it's beefcake 5000.
She'd be mint. Get out of here, Kyle. You know what you're talking about.
Kyle's just...
Guys, you guys are Kyle back now. So you guys, so all you guys order so much stuff, we need more storage. Plus it's winter, we got jet skis, so.
There's jet
Gotta put the
skis.
2 strokes away.
Yeah.
2 smoke.
All right, well, do we want to show the people what they actually clicked on this video for?
Oh yeah, it's 48. So if you have a BMW,
Here, I'm going to go on that side. You go on the other side.
All right, yeah. If you have
This
a
is the glory shot.
If you have a BMW and you make a lot of power because you have a BMW and you tune it, you're eventually going to get sick of braking diffs and also one tire fire. So the options you're left with are like upgrades to a non-M diff, which are worthless because the pinion just fails. I went through how many diffs in this car? Like 4? Like it was,
Yeah, a lot.
We just melted pinions.
4 or 5, basically. And you had diffs online diffs, stock diffs,
yeah.
M3 diffs, every diff.
I don't care what LSD you put in your non-M diff, it doesn't make it stronger and it doesn't mean it's built. I get that all the time. When my diff's built, can I get upgraded axles? Your diff is still the same strength because the weak point cannot be upgraded. The reason you get a Ford diff is because over an M3 diff is because the M3 diffs are like a viscous type diff and they wear out. So basically, the M diff is like for touring and like driving and it's nice, but it's not like a motorsport diff. Like it's not like a performance diff. Like it locks but doesn't lock hard and it's kind of like inconsistent.
Yeah, I had the biggest inconsistencies on track, especially when it got warmer.
Yeah.
With oil temp.
Yeah.
With like diff oil temp. But like, yeah.
It doesn't lock up as hard when it gets hot.
Yeah.
The reason you go to a Ford diff is because what we can use is when we build our diffs, they get all 4 performance parts, no aftermarket cheap replacement parts. We use a 4 performance carbon clutch LSD, which is really linear lockup. It doesn't really care about the temperature. It lasts a long time, and it locks up like really, really well. Like, but you don't get like the chattering in the parking lot because the carbon clutches do slip nicely. And what we do recommend is like a 75W140 oil that has a GL5 that basically has friction modifier in it, like anything from Royal Purple or Redline. We prefer Redline and everything. But anyway, back to what we were talking about. You order the 8.8 kit because it has an amazing LSD and you can't break it. It's a huge aluminum housing that's actually like the same weight as like an M3 diff, or even lighter really, because it's aluminum housing instead of an iron case. The reason we put aluminum bushings here is because the subframe already has bushings in it, so you don't want to double up on bushings because you get a lot of wobble. So these bushings right here don't necessarily mean you're gonna have a lot of NVH. You can still use poly, OEM, or whatever bushings you want on the subframe side diff bushings, because this is just the diff being solid mounted, just like the factory one is. The factory diff doesn't have any bushings in it, so we're just deleting the bushings because Ford decided to put the bushing in the diff and not in the subframe.
To each their own.
Like, we're just this is not making it noisy or anything. But anyway, you get the diff, we put new gears in it, we put new bearings in it, we put new everything in it. Literally the only thing we use from the junkyard is the case. This is what it is. You get super nice output stubs. I mean, the axles are gorgeous from GForce. They're the strongest you can get on the market. And then you get the bracket kit. The bracket kit's all made by hand here. It's all zinc coated, as they saw earlier. Like they don't really degrade. They look great. This is the 4th mount bushing. If you have a non-M subframe, there's 2 little holes in the subframe you put these in, and essentially mounts your diff from all 4 corners to give it more support. I recommend this for all cars that are like doing hard digs and things like that, because it can help stop wheel hop. If you're gonna use this, I do recommend a hard poly or aluminum diff bushings in the subframe side locations. What else you get with the kit is this super slick 3.5-inch aluminum drive shaft with 1350 joints on either side. It has a slip section. This slip section is the biggest you can actually buy. They're made for a 5-inch drive shaft on a giant truck, but we have them lathed down so they fit in a 3.5-inch shaft and fit in your car. You cannot get this usually in most places. Our partner does this for us down the street, and they're beastly.
I was gonna say, should we make Kyle go run and get one?
I'll go get it, no worries.
Kyle's just relaxing.
Alright, so this is the slip shaft section. What this does is let the whole engine move around, and the diff move around, the whole car move around, because let's be honest, things move around, and not strain the transmission of the diff. See this? This is made for a huge drive shaft. It gets lathed off. So it gets all like cut down to size. And then the reason we use it is because it uses these giant splines. This is the strongest in the business. These are made by, I believe, a mixture of Dana and Spicer, depending on who has what when. But it's all the same thing. There was a world shortage of these ones like last year, and we were the only people in the country apparently who bought these.
Yeah, we had a weird pallet of like 60 of these, and we were just like...
I went to a random warehouse, picked them up, and just like...
Hoarded.
Yeah, like...
Hoarded.
They're mine. So this is one of the reasons to use the drive shafts that we offer. They're monstrous. 1350, which is basically the industry standard for racing. That's not like a 3,000 horsepower car. There's no CVs or anything to go bad. It includes a transmission adapter. I mean, the kit really includes everything you need. The only thing optional essentially would be adjustable end links on the sway bar, because you're going to need to raise the sway bar. You can either use adjustable end links or just drill an extra hole in the sway bar, and then you're done as well. This is all in instructions, easy to cover. But I mean, the kit is expensive, but it is the best of everything. You would get to replace the axles, which are weak or old if you're going to replace them with M3 stuff. You get a diff that's fresh, fully rebuilt. You get a drive shaft that's stronger. You're taking out all the weak points, so you can finally dump the clutch and launch the car how you want, do burnouts, do silly stuff, have fun, and not have to worry about your rear braking in half. Because I did that for a long time in this car, where you have a powerful car and you can't even like use it because you're too scared you're gonna break it, because you've broken it so many times. And fixing cars, honestly, like Kyle enjoys it for some weird reason, but it's not fun.
It's not fun.
I enjoy it, but I do it.
I don't like working on cars. No one likes working on cars. We like driving cars and doing fun stuff. So.
Also, a big thing about the Ford is gear ratios.
Oh yeah, there's a ton of options. So if you have a DCT, we recommend a 308. It really wakes up the car and is more geared like a little bit lower than the E90 M3 factory gearing. So it is higher than the 256 found in the non-M DCT gearing, but the ratios between the non-M and the M3 are actually the same. So we're just giving you gearing more toward the M3. 327 is my favorite for manuals. It spices up the car, makes it definitely accelerate harder if you're racing the car, roll racing or digging or doing anything performance related. 327s are go-to. If you're kind of like a street car, you just want to like cruise on low RPM highway cruising, 308 is what you want. If you're auto, I recommend a 355. And if you have like most like V8 swaps with like a TR 660 or something like that, or like a T56 are going to go like a 410 usually is what they go for. But yeah, with the 488, there's a ton of different gear ratio options, and it's all included. So you can just select what you want. We make it happen.
And the craziest thing is for people that either, are serious crazy track guys or whatever, go to a bunch of different tracks, is like you could buy 3 of these 4 diffs for literally the price, not even the price of one Diffs Online Racing BMW diff, which is just a joke. Like, I mean, this car had a 327, a 308. It's getting a 308 now. It's had a 355.
I had a 308 in this car, and then we went to Colorado one year where we podiumed. And one of the reasons we podiumed was because I put a 355 in it because the track's a little bull ring.
Yeah.
And I was like, let's just get acceleration.
Exactly. And so like, especially if you're drifting and you just go to a bunch of different tracks and you need to play with that stuff, it's like, and you don't feel like dropping your kidney on a winter's quick change, like this is like super, super affordable for having a plethora of diffs.
If you have one diff and you want to get it updated later, you can probably bring it to any diff shop in America, and for $350, they're going to put a new set of gears in it.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
There's a lot of crusty old dudes running diff shops that have been doing it their whole life, and you want the oldest guy who he's not a salesman. His hands are greasy. He's going to make you shake his hand.
If you're looking for a diff shop, find the grossest looking place you can, because diffs are gross. If they're actually doing stuff well, that's going to be gross.
Exactly.
So, yeah, and it's going to stick. Diffs stick.
Yes, diff fluid is terrible.
So anyway, yeah, I mean, the kit comes with everything you need. We'll just slap it back in Chris's car and show you how it goes again.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much for putting it actually in the car. It's out. The only reason I have the subframe down is because we're going to do sway bars right now. So
yeah, this is going to help your car big time.
Yeah, I'm excited. So this is not a super how-to, but
So this is an M3 subframe. So with the M3 subframe, you do not get the 4th mount. This is where the 4th mount goes. So Chris runs just the triple with all aluminum bushings.
Yeah, I tried the whole M3 rear end thing with the LSD for a while.
Yeah.
It was sweet when I drove it to work every day, but
past that, not really.
No,
it was twin turbo still too. It wasn't single turbo.
It was.
The deflectors.
Yeah. Stole some sweet deflectors off a A90 Supra. Mods.
Freaking mods. We got the custom dual caliper kit. So we actually just made a couple of these. If you want them, let us know.
Yeah, these are for the F80.
So let's say you have an M3 knuckle, and you want to run the F80 brakes, but you also want a dual caliper bracket. We made some custom ones for, like it's basically a design change from our E90 M3 dual caliper kit to accept the larger rotor.
Yep. So, all right, and I say we're gonna put this in, but really I'm gonna make Kyle do it, and then I might film a little bit as he throws it back together, but.
Also, on the comments, should we make a billet version of this?
Oh yeah. This is a weird subframe tie to the body, and I've heard of people having tire clearance issues with big slicks and stuff like that, so should I design one of those?
Let us know.
It like ties the subframe into the body. It's just a little piece, but I have heard of people having issues, so maybe I should make it in all my free time.
Do you guys like Chris's double spacers?
Shh. Don't be hating on the game. It's how I need to run 11s out back.
14 mil studs are for it.
Yeah, M14s, baby. All right, let's slap this bitch in there, Kyle. Okay. Luckily, the front bar is literally a joke to install, so that's gonna be nice.
Beefy.
Dude, it is like thick.
It's way thicker than what you got.
No, it's the same thickness as what I have.
Really?
Yeah, so this is the AFE bar that I currently run. Let me just do a UE here. So yeah, it's a 32 mil AFE for E92 M3.
There's just no adjustments.
It's just no adjustments, so it was a badass bar. It helped the front of the car a lot, but it was actually the same price, basically like $50 more to get both Hotchkiss bars instead of just buying the rear bar.
Wow.
Like, I don't know who is dealing with their pricing over there at Hotchkiss, but I thank you. So yeah, so if anyone wants an AFE bar, it's going to be for sale in like 10 minutes. I'm going to take some pictures and then put it up for sale. So, all right, let's get to installing. Also, I already have these on the car, but they're black and these ones are gold, so
Gold
yeah,
it is.
Gold it is.
I guess black one's for sale shortly as well.
Yeah, true. Or there's like 1,000 cars around here we can stick them in.
That's true.
Oh, bolts.
Copper paste, people, it's your best friend.
Copper paste. All right, so after a lot of focus. Oh, no, actually you can see. Look at this camera doing work. All right, so after just a little bit of pushing and swearing, you just have to drop the subframe just a little bit. Where's that? Focus. Yeah, so just drop the subframe a few inches and you can push the sway bar through. Definitely sucks, but you don't really need to drop the whole subframe like all the way out of the car. It's just being held in by the coilovers and this trans jack at the moment, but yeah, not bad. Now hopefully we just place the grease fittings in the right direction so we can get to them eventually in life. Oh, all right, I'll go back to just helping slash being in the way. All right, so the diff and axles are in the car. It's not as super exciting looking once it's in the car, but hell, it works the best, so that's what's important. If you notice, like, these axles have angle to them, as they should. We worked with OEM driveline engineers to help set these axle angles as well as GForce, and you do want angle. Some people are like, oh my god, it looks like it should be 0. No, you definitely don't want that, and this is in full droop, so this angle increases as the wheel goes up, but that's what you want. It is designed to have that angle. You want that angle for the life of the axle. If you run 0, it will destroy itself. Same thing with driveline or drive shafts. You want some angle in your drive shaft. That's why some cars are hard to put a one-piece drive shaft in, because it's designed for 2 pieces, but these brackets that we designed are set at specific angles and heights, and that allows you to run correct driveline angles so that this lasts as long as humanly possible. So that's about it. Nothing to it. The sway bar, absolute dumpster fire, but she's in there. Now I just have to put it on the ground and set my sway bar links so that way there's no load on it when it's on the ground. Kyle's making a bunch of noise in the background. God damn it, Kyle!
It's attacking. Look at this. Stay away.
It's just so attracted to you, it just can't help it. Right away in the corner. Use my old motor. It's gonna be a sweet coffee table. So, all right, yeah, that's a wrap. Obviously, that's my drive shaft, so I'm waiting on the transmission, and then we'll throw that back in, and then yeah, she'll be ready to rip. All right, guys, we're gonna call it a video there. Took us about an afternoon to do the swap, and remember, this is just a plug-and-play solution that allows you to go beat the crap out of your car and actually have your car make it home. So thanks for tuning into the video. Please give a like, subscribe, really means a lot to us, and yeah, we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.